U.S. prosecutors seek limit on Trump's comments in election case. Washington, D.C. In the ongoing federal case against former U.S. President and Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump, prosecutors have filed a request to restrain his public statements regarding the people involved in the case. The case accuses Trump of attempting to overturn his defeat in the 2020 presidential election. Molly Gaston, a prosecutor working with Special Counsel Jack Smith, argued that this order is necessary to prevent Trump from influencing the case through public discourse. She emphasized that the order is not intended to hinder Trump from running for office or defending his reputation. Gaston's statement was made during a hearing before U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkan in Washington, where arguments were presented on the special counsel's bid to prevent Trump from discussing potential witnesses and making disparaging comments about prosecutors, court personnel, and prospective jurors. Smith's office has cited what they deem inflammatory public statements, including Trump's frequent social media attacks, which they argue are eroding public confidence in the legal system and could influence potential jurors. Notably, Trump, who did not attend the hearing, strongly opposed this request, viewing it as an attempt to curtail his freedom of speech as he actively pursues the Republican nomination for the 2024 presidential election. This request for a partial gag order is emerging as an early point of contention, occurring approximately 5 months before Trump's scheduled trial on charges of conspiring to interfere with the vote counting and certification of the 2020 election, which he lost to Democrat Joe Biden. Trump has pleaded not guilty to these charges and has accused prosecutors of interfering with his political campaign. It's important to note that this is one of 4 criminal cases that federal and state prosecutors have brought against the former president this year. Previously, a New York judge overseeing a civil fraud trial involving Trump and his family business issued a gag order against Trump this month, prohibiting him from discussing court personnel after he criticized the judge's clerk on social media. In their court filing, Smith's office pointed to Trump's criticisms on his Truth Social platform, targeting potential witnesses such as former Vice President and 2024 presidential rival Mike Pence, whom Trump accused of aligning with the dark side, and former top U.S. General Mark Milley, whom Trump alleged colluded with China, an act he claimed was worthy of death. Prosecutors argued that Trump's statements are part of a broader pattern of intimidating behavior he exhibited after the 2020 election, when he targeted election officials and made baseless claims of voter fraud, leading to threats from his supporters. They contended that the defendant knows that when he publicly attacks individuals and institutions, he inspires others to perpetrate threats and harassment against his targets, as mentioned in a court filing. Trump's legal team countered that there was no evidence to suggest that Trump's posts had negatively impacted the case. They accused prosecutors of trying to impose broad restrictions on Trump's criticism of the government. In their court filing, Trump's lawyers claimed, at bottom, the proposed gag order is nothing more than an obvious attempt by the Biden administration to unlawfully silence its most prominent political opponent. Smith was appointed as a special counsel to provide the investigation with independence from the political leadership of the U.S. Justice Department, and prosecutors have consistently denied allegations of political interference.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.